Hello Virgo, welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. I am going to do a relationship spread today, and this is a fixed spread. I will explain the spread in a minute, but I definitely will be shuffling the cards, and I'm not pulling any of the flippers for this. I'm going to actually shuffle and pick cards after I've cut the deck. All right, so relationship, and I estimate that this is the Lovers card came out. I estimate this is going to be a love relationship. In case it doesn't fit for you for a love relationship, it could be a relationship, a partner relationship of some kind, best friend or something like that, right? So trying not to loop in anything work unless I see a card that would speak to that about hindering or affecting the relationship somehow. So anyways, having said that, here we go. So shuffling for Virgo, love relationship. Shuffling for Virgo, love relationship. Shuffling for Virgo, love relationship. All right. And here we go. All right. So the first card will be the now card. So what's the relationship like today? It's the Knight of Cups. This is a beautiful offer. Someone is clearly offering love in this relationship, or at least love, like could be emotions. It could be a new relationship, something that just started, but clearly someone's demonstrating some love in this relationship and is offering it. The communication is new love. Okay, so this clearly tells me there's someone new in your life, Virgo. Strength of this relationship is that you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and you've set things in motion, and you've been patient. So you've done all the hard work, all the what was necessary, and then you're just now reaping the benefits of what you've set out. The weakness of this relationship is that there's probably distance between the two of you. Travel is involved. But we'll see. We'll pull more cards. The reality is the world. So it's putting end to an old cycle, starting something new. And the passion is Three of Swords. Okay. All right. The key to the future is, lying and deception. Wow. Or thief in the night. Okay, let me just pull the bottom of the card is the Emperor. So the energy of the Emperor. The Emperor is associated with Aries. So it could be an Aries who's involved with you, Virgo. Or it could simply mean the energy of the Emperor who's in control of his kingdom. I mean, the Emperor in the upright position is someone who's very generous and, in control. He's going to do whatever has to happen in whatever fashion in order to make certain that his community is doing well. And yeah, there could be chaos, but he's not fazed by it. He's going to manage the stress and the conditions as they arrive. I would say there's a lot of action with this guy too, with the Emperor, because this is young energy of passion, hence this beginning here that we see. So let's begin with this. So I'm going to pull some other cards. So I'm going to keep this deck handy because I'm going to pull more cards. So first we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is it's still a young energy. It's a new energy of sharing love. So you start from the Page, and you go to the Knight, then Queen and King. So the Knight is kind of like that first start of actions. Okay, so Pages are thinking, they're communicating, and then the Knights are actually starting to act on it. Okay, so the Knight of Cups signifies there's someone new. This is a new relationship, and someone or both of you are sharing this love. Okay, or offering this love with one another. The communication is that of it's all new, it's all beautiful. There's plenty of love to be going around between the two of you, with the cup overflowing as it is. The strength is that you probably both have planted seeds, worked on yourself. It could be anything from, putting out, what do you call that, on a dating site, like put a web page on a dating site, like a profile, or it could be working on yourself physically, emotionally, but regardless, all in the goal of finding some new passion in your life, right? To have something happen, which ultimately happens. The weakness is, like I said, a lot of travel. So maybe you're not living so far away that it requires air travel, but there could be a lot of back and forth with some type of driving distance between the two of you. It's not something that's, it's not like you're living at 5-minute drive from one another. You're probably driving an hour, if not more, to go see each other, back and forth. Or if it is flying, it's flying, right? But there's distance between the two of you, and there's a lot of traveling. The reality is that, yeah, you're starting something new. You've put an end to your old cycle, and you are jumping head on with this new cycle. The passion within this relationship is the 3 of Hearts. Now, what I see from this is that maybe there's a little bit of passion lacking. Maybe the reason why this is because there's still some heartbreak, or there's still some fear of heartbreak, and maybe it's hindering the passion. Maybe it's so new, this relationship, that you haven't gotten to that physical passion yet, if you know what I mean. So out of fear, or one of the two parties is fear. Let's just clarify more on that. Tell me more about the 3 of Swords and the passion. Yeah, we've got the World. Yes, we've got the 9 of Swords, which is the worry card. We've got the hard work and the King of Swords. Yeah, okay, so I feel that that's exactly it. The passion is being limited for a couple of reasons. I'm going to say that this person's had multiple endings and new beginnings. Okay, the World is closing out a cycle, starting a new one. And you've got that here, and you've got that here again. And it's probably not their first kick at the can, obviously, with someone in their life. They are extremely stressed out. They're so worried. It's keeping them up at night, right? Followed by the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles, in this case, could be associated with they need to put in some hard work in order to get rid of these worries. Or they're worried because also they have a lot of work. And, you know, in the beginning, we spent a lot of time, and everything is fine and dandy, and it's all rose gardens everywhere, but maybe their work is also going to interfere at one point, and that's probably why it's slowing down the passionate physical side of things in this relationship. This person could also be someone with a status, because this is the King of Swords. Could be someone with a status of authority, like a lawyer, or someone that's a policeman, or I don't know, anyone with some kind of status. Could be a businessman too. I mean, it's not Pentacles, but it's about thoughts and communication. So it could be a financial planner. It could be anyone of a position where they use logic a lot more than they would use emotions. And maybe that's it. They're extremely hardworking, or they have significant responsibilities, and now they're worried about having this new start because they know that, you know, maybe they can't perform as much because of their stress, or maybe because they won't be able to perform as much with you because of their work level, or quantity of work, hours of work, whatever it is. But I think that individual is worried about that. Now, the key to the future is the 7 of Swords. And this is a card warning you of the thief in the night, the liar, the cheater, or it's yourself. You're disillusional. You're making stories up in your mind, not based on reality. I need clarity on that because that's not a really good card to end the reading with. So let's just explain the Seven of Swords. Give me more about the Seven of Swords, to the key to the future of this reading. Okay, so hold on. All right. So the Nine of Wands fell on the ground, on the floor. But what fell on the table is the Queen of Swords, the Lover's card, the Three of Cups, and like I said, the Nine of Wands fell on the ground. So I've got two messages here. So the key to the future for this relationship, Virgo, looking from your perspective. It could very well be that this thief in the night could also mean just pick up your stuff and leave, and be discreet about it. You have no need to explain. You don't owe that person anything yet. You're not married to them, right? So just pick up your stuff and leave. That could be one of the messages, okay? Because what I'm seeing here is, personally, what I see is you've been there, done that yourself, okay? So maybe you are this person that's, involved with heavy work, and it's bothering you. So the intuition card didn't come out, the High Priestess card didn't come out, but maybe intuitively you have this feeling that you need to pick up and go. So the Queen of Swords have been there, done that, and she knows that she needs to cut things out. She's not going to put up with any bullshit. So she's definitely very tuned to little red flags and little things that would, trigger her gut. And she'll cut what she needs to cut. So the next card is the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is not necessarily meaning that happy-go-lucky, happy lovers together. It means it's a choice you've got to make. And I picked this card for that reason. Look, there's a little couple on the bench there. And then there's that mermaid sitting at the end of the bench. But this whole bench with all three individuals is going over a waterfall. So, there's a choice to make, and things could change. Whatever way. And then you've got the Three of Cups. Now, in this reading, because it's the Three of Cups, I'm going to think that you have another option already there. Another, and because it's next to the Lover's card, you have another option, another person that you're probably interested in or have dated. All in all of this is, be that wounded warrior, like the Nine of Wands. Yes, you've been to battle, you've been hurt. You've been there, done that, through the World card, several times being taken out on the table. But persevere, because eventually, I guess, you'll find that right person. Persevere. That's the outcome, final outcome I see from this, okay? All right, I'm going to pull one of these cards here. Unfortunately, it looks like this relationship, for which I'm pulling the cards for, is probably not going to end up in a good place. Maybe it could, but I don't see that right now. So it says here, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is weighing on your mind right here. There's passion is limited because of your circumstance. And you're probably also involved with the possibility of someone else here. But it's telling you to just take a chill pill, take a breather, and then allow yourself to love. I mean, you don't have to always be working, right? If it's work related, don't have to always be working. You can dedicate time to yourself. You should anyways. if you're not doing it for self-love, if you want to have a relationship with someone, you do need to dedicate time to those people or to that person. Definitely. Otherwise, nothing's going to grow out of it. All right. Whispers of Love. Card for Virgo. And you know, Virgos, I'm going to share something with you. I'm on the cusp, Leo Virgo. And I've been, suffering from perfectionism or needing to be perfect my whole life. So maybe this is another reason why you're feeling there's a lack of passion or you're hurting about the fact that there's lack of passion because if it's not going to be perfect, you just don't want to get involved or you don't want to cross that bridge. And maybe that's why you want to leave because everything needs to be perfect, right? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. All right. So the card given out of the Whispers of Love is card number 19. So he goes, express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. Now, we're talking about a small gift and there's a token offered from this person to the other in this card. But, it doesn't have to be something materialistic. Time also is a gift that you can offer. So I would associate that with this, in this case here. Express love through time as a gift to the other person. Card number 19. And then we have the Romance Angels. This one. Retreat. Okay, so I think this could be two ways to see this. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from this world. Okay, so this is, again, this is a marriage card. You see he's wearing a suit, like a tuxedo. She's wearing a wedding dress. I would see this as, yes, you're starting a new relationship. It's the honeymoon phase. You definitely need to give time to this relationship and spend time in this relationship if you want this to grow. Disconnect from work. Disconnect from whatever is keeping you from having this passionate side to the relationship. Or maybe you need to totally disconnect from the relationship in order to go within and do that soul searching to see how you're going to prioritize this time or whatever it is that's keeping you from having the passion in this relationship. Or, you need to retreat so that you can focus on the choice that you have to make. Party number A or party number B, right? Regardless, it's telling you to persevere in order to be able to grow in this relationship or decide to leave and focus on another one or the other one. And this would probably be, if it's related to profiles on dating websites, you probably have more than just the one. You have tons of these, right? You usually try to narrow it down to a couple. I've been on there once or twice, but anyways, just so you know. Another story. But anyways, you want to narrow it down to 1 or 2, 3, maybe at most. And then from there, you just click after a first meeting, right? And this is probably after a couple of meetings. But you're not there at this point where you're sharing that physical sense of the passion, right? So, because there's still work to be done. There are things to be cleared up here. So disconnect either way. And it's okay for you to love, right? You deserve it. So you need to understand that. Whatever your circumstances, you deserve love. All right, I hope that you like this, Virgo. If you did, please give it a thumbs up by hitting the thumb button on the video. I would like to hear your comments about this type of reading. So please leave me a comment. If you want to see more from me, so please register and also click the bell icon. And if you click the bell icon, that's kind of the bell with the parentheses, it means it's ringing. You'll get notified when I'm actually going to be posting another reading. All right, so thank you so much for your time today, Virgo, and have a great one. Bye-bye.